Hi, this is Mr. V, and this video is going to be looking at how we can use Pythagoras' theorem to find the hypotenuse of a right-angled triangle. So in this example here, I've got a right-angled triangle here. Okay, so we've got a right angle here, 90-degree angle, and in our triangle we know two of the sides, 9 and 14, and one side is missing, so we've labeled it X. Now when we're labeling a triangle, the hypotenuse is always the longest side. Okay, so the hypotenuse, which we call C, is the longest side, and it's always straight across from a right angle. So in this triangle, the missing side is C, and then A and B are the two sides, and the order doesn't matter, we could pick either, so A and B. So we've got a triangle here labeled ABC, and we know that Pythagoras' theorem is C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. Let's use that equation to solve this triangle. We're going to start by filling in all the information we know. Okay, so we know what A is, it's 9 meters, 9 squared. And we know what B is, okay, it's 14, so plus 14 squared equals, we don't know what C is. We don't know what the value of X is over here. So we're just going to have to do with that. So we'll leave that as C squared. You could also substitute with X, but one variable for another doesn't really matter. Alright, let's grab a calculator, figure out what that value is. So 9 squared plus 14 squared equals, and my calculator tells me that that's 277. Great. So the missing side is 277 meters long. No, that's not quite right. See, over this side we still have this squared. We need to get rid of that. The opposite of squaring is square rooting. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the square root from both sides. So the square root of C squared equals the square root of 277. Okay, we can do that as long as we do it to both sides. And the square root of C squared, well, the squared and the square root cancel, so we're just going to have C equals, and the square root of 277, well, I left 277 on my calculator, so all I've got to do is now find the square root of that answer equals. So the square root of 277 is 16.6. So in this triangle, therefore, the hypotenuse is 16.6 meters. We can use the same strategy to solve for any hypotenuse of any triangle as long as we know two of the side lengths and the triangle has a right angle. And that is how we find the hypotenuse of a right-angled triangle.